A childhood dream, playing sports on a college level and having tens of thousands of fans shout and cheer for you and your team. This is something that every kid dreams and eventually works toward at some point during his or her life. But the question that stands before us today is, should college athletes get payment for playing at a collegiate level sport? This is a question that runs through many college level players' heads every single day. They think that how much money they are helping the college make in terms of ticket sales and merchandising sales, and feel that they should be compensated for their part. What if many players are already receiving payments in other forms? Veronica Majoral said in the article titled, "Should College Athletes Be Paid?" The question that's being raised here is whether the amateur label is a cover for exploitation. I feel, as many others do also, that the players are already receiving enough payment through scholarships. A year's cost at one of our four-year Mississippi public universities would cost a non-scholarship student around $20,000. But a college athlete pays none of that. Majoral says that college sports date back to the 1850s, and for the most part of the 150 past years, people play college level sports for the love of the game, not to get paid. After my research, I hope to persuade you to understand why collegiate level sports should not be paid to play. While many collegiate players feel that they should be paid for playing the sport that they supposedly love, I feel that they should not for several different reasons. First of all, they receive scholarships, which pay for schools that most students have to pay out of their pocket or take out massive student loans, which they'll have to pay off later in their lives. In fact, according to the Project on Student Debt, 7 out of 10 collegiate students will have over $30,000 in debt when finishing school. John Lotshaw, in an article titled "Paying College Athletes from Teaming," said, "College is where one should gain the education to succeed in life. This means that people go to college to learn and make a career for themselves, not go to college as a career." Lotshaw says that USC received millions one year from players named Lionheart and Reggie Bush alone. This just shows how much money colleges are able to award in scholarships to current players and future players. College athletes who do receive scholarships graduate with no standing loans. There are many students who finish obtaining a college degree and start out in the so-called real world with massive amounts of student debt that they receive upon gaining their education. If collegiate athletes begin to get paid, this might take away from programs such as the NFL and NBA. Also, people would go to colleges with no intention of learning or gaining any education for a future career, and would take away from 95% of the student body who are actually there to learn and make something of themselves. There are many things given to college athletes that should prevent them from receiving a personal paycheck. First of all, they are allowed a scholarship for the attendance of the school they would like to attend, whereas most people have to pay. Secondly, they are also given meal tickets and school books and scholarships to eat for free and get the required materials to learn for their career for free. Some are even provided special meals and tutors. Lastly, they are also given a free place to stay and live while on scholarship and working towards their education. Rebecca Sazo, in an article titled "Fair Play Junior Scholastic," said, "Many top players receive tuition, tutoring, housing, books, meals, clothing, elite coaching, travel expenses, medical care, and career counseling." When one looks at the bigger picture of this, college athletes receive 3 meals a day, a free place to live, books, and attendance to the schools of their choice. For those who do not know, these things combined are total to be very high. Cizo says that for some athletes, their perks for playing the school could easily exceed $250,000 per athlete for a college career. For many of the college athletes, a college education would not be possible without the athletic scholarships. Keeping college players from receiving payment outside of their scholarships is very beneficial. This will help high-skilled professional leagues where players are paid at a high performance to allow to keep running. It will keep a larger number of people out of colleges who are not there for learning purposes, and allow room for people who want to learn to make something themselves room to get in. This will also make college athletes play harder and allow the best of the best to pass on to the next level where athletes are paid to play. In an article from the U.S. News titled Debate Club, it said, rather than push college athletics further and further from academics, we need to bring it closer. The NCAA makes more than enough to help colleges out with scholarships and grants. U.S. News says that the NCAA makes nearly $6 billion in profits annually. Kate Murphy says in an article titled Privilege, Not Job, college athletes shouldn't be paid from the Peninsula. Most colleges and universities don't make any money off athletics because the money generated from the program is just enough to turn around and keep the program running itself. I encourage everybody to make a career for themselves through any staying in college, not making college a career itself. Murphy says this shouldn't be an issue at all because money is not the end-all be-all and isn't what playing college sports is all about. All athletes need to understand when signing with a college the benefits that will be provided and not expect or request any extras just because they feel that they are working hard. The payment for a college athlete comes in the form of education and is completely paid for.
Visual. Did you show a visual?
This is a chart representing the percentage of graduates with debt from different schools around the country. And right here at the top you see the Mississippi schools where the average debt is $27,571.